Joined now by Vista Ridge head coach Rodney Vincent here on the Lone Star Gridiron Report. First of all, Rodney, Vista Ridge has really taken off in the last few years. The excitement level of putting together multiple, double-digit win seasons is becoming the norm around here.
Well, I've really been just pleased with how our kids have bought into our program. Our kids and our coaches, they've worked extremely hard, and it's fun to see our community get behind us too. Over the last several years, they've really come out and they've supported us in not only football and a lot of the things that we got going on campus.
Tell me about your coaching tree. Where did it all get started for you? Let's go back to your playing days and then kind of catch us up to speed.
Well, I played high school football in Vernon, Texas. It was a part of 2 state runs. Won a state championship my senior year. I played for Coach Leo Britton in Vernon. He's a legend in North Texas, and really the reason I decided to get into coaching was because of him. Had the opportunity to play college football at Central Arkansas, and started my coaching career with Marty Criswell in Bryan High School, and then Bobby McGallion and Mike Spradlin. Those guys I worked under all of those guys, and they, each one of them taught me a lot of different things that have helped me become the coach that I am now.
Kind of a who's who list of coaches right there.
Some great guys that had a great influence on me.
I got to ask you, were you part of the Vernon South Lake Carroll historic game there? Was that a little bit after?
Well, my senior year we played them in the semifinal game, and a lot of people don't remember that game because it was a defensive battle. A lot of people refer to the Vernon South Lake game as the offensive shootout you're probably referring to, but in 1990 we played them to a really tight game in a semifinal game, and we were able to win that game and go on and play a state championship game.
So you've been sort of a defensive mind. Kind of take us through getting to Vista Ridge. You were over at Austin High before here, correct? Yes,
I was really blessed to work for Tommy Cox over there, and he hired me over at Austin High School, and just that opportunity to start my head coaching career there in a great community with great tradition. And that was, the biggest thing for me there is I learned so much from him because he's been around so long. Guys like him and Jeff Abels and Pat Honeycutt and those guys really took me under their wing and helped me with my first head coaching job.
And coming to Vista Ridge, getting a chance to be the head coach here, the second in school history, how about that exciting opportunity?
It was an exciting opportunity. I had some big shoes to follow. They had, great head coach here. Still fairly a young community. I had a lot of things to learn. We started a football booster club. They didn't have a football booster club. Friday nights look different now than what they used to because it was a fairly young community, a new school. And so I had to learn a lot of things. That transition from Austin High, where that school is one of the oldest schools west of the Mississippi, to come into a fairly new school was a great challenge for me and an exciting challenge, and really enjoyed it.
Let me ask you this, with your defensive mind, how did the whole offensive scheme take off here at Vista Ridge the way it has, especially recently?
Well, Coach Brown was with me at Austin High School, and I was able to get him over here with me, and Coach Brown and his staff, they do a really good job of taking the kids that we have and developing our offense to the type of kids we have, and I think that's smart on their part. And just recently really have opened up our offense with some of the no-huddle stuff and the formations and those type things. And really, the thing I think that our staff is great at is bouncing ideas off each other. We got guys that are really good defensive minds that help our offensive staff. They talk all the time about how would you stop this and how, and so I think that part of it's been good for our staff.
Final question, is District 25-5A the toughest district in the state?
There's no question. It's made me a much better coach. It will humble any coach, that's for sure. Just each and every week you have to get your kids prepared to play some of the best people in the state.
Okay. Rodney Vincent, head coach at Vista Ridge, thanks for being with us. Lone Star Gridiron Report, catch it every week, the Coach's Corner. LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.